concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Spartans will put total weather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan's offense will get the ball first. This game often testier than Michigan's rivalry with Ohio State, and the Wolverines applied a little extra sting winning a close one last year.
They did. You know, it just left a bad taste in everybody's mouth back in East Lansing all year long. They've talked about it. They've had to hear about it. They've listened to the gloating from their in-state rival. They're looking to flip the script today.
And that's what's so fun about rivalries. You get bragging rights, and especially in the same state. So much disdain for each other. It's so awesome. The fans go bananas in Michigan State's.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. And you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7. And they register a sack early here on only the 2nd play of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So Michigan State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Gives it on the option. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Spartans will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So here comes the Michigan offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. It's caught. It's Collier. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Spartans line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies about that.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of them.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30. Inside, touchdown Wolverines. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Minnesota was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen from the Gophers over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? It sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a grab for a big play. All the way inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 37, and the chunk play has been threatening. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. They'll make the stop, but not before. Use the screen. Beautifully and pick up the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Spartans! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. To a drive there of 84 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Gives it on the option. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. And the Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that big side.
On the run, it's Haynes. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Rush is on him. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The give to the tailback. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's McCray. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Spartans moving quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. That's caught. It's Boyd. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. Grab near the sticks. It's Boyd. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll pull it on the read. He He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to sneak it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Morris. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Got him downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Morris. Here's the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Give to the running back. He'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Here comes the offense on second down. Power football with the run. Turning it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finding open areas. It's a running room. Touchdown, Sparty. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to pass. It's Morris. Unloads it left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Handoff from the gun. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. The play action fake. Makes the grab. It's McCray. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Off the play fake. Using the quick game. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Spartans have their offense in high gear. looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line getting set on second down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Michigan offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Creates a little room.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. It's first and 10 from the 31. Dropping back, it's Morris. Caught over the middle, it's Cleasecorn. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Find some fresh air. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Fires to the right. Calls it in. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Spartans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, the running back has it. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. From the gun on third down. Looking to the big tight end. Fires it incomplete. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Back to throw, it's Morris. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Wants to fire on second down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to the ground. Sweet cut there. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. We've reached a break, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants to take the top off. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Just a short pass to the tight end. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. The 20. Inside. Touchdown, Michigan State. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board, perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Going to run it. It's Haynes. A stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To the air, it's Morris. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Wolverines. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCray. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stumped almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Off play action. The throw to the outside is complete. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's McCray. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
The Spartans will send out the punt unit. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. With the catch, it's Washington. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Trying play action. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Finds his man. It's McCray. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Reads it, fires complete. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll try to get outside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Here on third down. The toss sweep to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone. The Spartans will try to punch it in on first and goal. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. So in this one, his little brother playing like big brother and flexing their muscles as Michigan State will take the Paul Bunyan Trophy back to the banks of the Red Cedar. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.